Pro-Palestinian protests have spread to more college campuses in the United States. This as authorities are running out of patience and the police has begun to push back forcefully. Well, over a dozen were arrested as Ohio's state capital, Columbus, became the latest site of student protests against Israel. Hundreds of Ohio State University students, faculty and members of the Ohio Arab community rallied and set up tents outside the student union. Police in Boston arrested several protesters as they cleared a pro-Palestinian encampment in an alley at Emerson College. Numerous officers in protective gear moved in to Boylston Peace Alley and clashed with some protesters who had camped there since Sunday. Dozens of students have been arrested and that police have now cleared the alley. Pro-Palestinian students in the U.S. set up an encampment at Northwestern University in Illinois amid nationwide student demonstrations over Israel's war in Gaza. Students were forming a human chain around tents pitched on the campus's Deering Meadow. Protests against the ongoing conflict in Gaza turned fierce on the University Texas campus in the U.S. city of Austin, with students loudly calling for a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip and demanding the university to divest from weapons manufacturers. The Atlanta police and Georgia state troopers dismantled a camp on Emory University's quadrangle and at least 17 people have been detained. The university police had ordered several dozen demonstrators who set up tents on the campus to leave. Now, students from the University of Minnesota gathered and marched for a pro-Palestinian rally. Students set up tents on campus in front of Kaufman Memorial Union, calling on the school to end any investment tied to the Israeli military. Other universities to see encampments were Northwestern University, the Yale University and more. Overall, more than 530 arrests have been made in the last week across major US universities in relation to protests over Gaza. On the other hand, a pro-Palestinian US group filed a federal civil rights complaint against Columbia University following last week's mass arrest of over 100 demonstrators.
What's happening in America?
This is reminiscent of what happened in German universities in the 1930s. It's unconscionable. It has to be stopped. It has to be condemned and condemned unequivocally.
Now, for more on these protests, our correspondent Susan Tehrani sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
Columbia University President Minouche Shafik is facing growing pressure to resign as pro-Palestinian protests continue on campus and spread to other colleges nationwide. Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson visited Columbia's campus, calling for Shafik's resignation and urging her to, quote, bring order to this chaos. The protests have brought national attention to the university and America's higher education system amid a rise in anti-Semitism and unrest on college campuses. A counter-protest is currently underway here in front of Columbia in support of Israel as pro-Palestinian protesters continue their encampment inside Columbia, and a group are also standing outside in support of Palestine. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.